I want you to get excited about your life. Fight! I will fucking end him.
I don't behave, I'm disrespectful. Catch me outside, how about that?
Misguided.
Why, hello there, and thank you for joining me. Okay, girlies, buckle the f*** up. We're in for a bumpy ride today, okay? Now, I told you guys in my last video that my next video would be my cinnamon toast shrimp video, but I don't really know if anybody cares about the cinnamon toast shrimp incident anymore. So today, I'm just gonna watch Bhad Bhabie's reaction to Dr. Phil talking about her, which is basically a follow-up of Bhad Bhabie spilling the tea on Dr. Phil, essentially. So if you don't know what's been happening with Dr. Phil, let me break it down, girly. Okay, so first of all, Dr. Phil is a fake doctor. His license expired long ago, and he never renewed it. So this motherfucker has just been on TV preaching advice that isn't relevant. I think it's important that we mention this because sure, TV doctors aren't real doctors. We kind of know that, right? I think we should. Dr. Phil has claimed to help so many people's lives, and in turn, he's like ruining so many people's lives. So the reason me and Dr. Phil have beef, okay, so me and Dr. Phil got beef, okay? Me and Dr. Phil go way back. In November of 2018, 19, I don't remember. Dr. Phil was tweeting about marijuana and how it causes holes in your brain. And it's like, you are not even a doctor. Like, you are literally not a doctor, so shut the fuck up. Anyways, sorry, I'm kind of like popping off. You have the power to change your life. And I'm changing my life by getting Dr. Phil the fuck out of it. If you don't know who Bhad Bhabie is, Bhad Bhabie, Danielle Bregoli, she is the Cash Me Outside girl.
The hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes?
Yep. Catch me outside, how about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
If you are unaware of Bhad Bhabie or Danielle Bregoli,
Catch me outside, how about that?
I'm so sorry. If you are unaware of Bhad Bhabie, she is the Catch Me Outside girl. Y'all, side note, there's a chrysalis in this, what is this? Marigold. I'm raising butterflies. It's a whole thing. Follow me on TikTok. So when Bhad Bhabie was on Dr. Phil, she was talking crazy. She said, "Catch me outside, how about that?" And then Bhad Bhabie was taken away to this place called Turnabout Ranch.
When Danielle first got here, she was just this hellstorm of excitement and energy, but also anxiety.
She was very loud in how she was portraying herself.
She wanted people to know that they couldn't mess with her.
Stop moving. You have expectations. If you say something, you're gonna get in trouble right on. You're not gonna have chances.
With every little piece of this ranch, she learned responsibility.
This is part of graduation. She has to teach somebody what she's learned how to rope.
I thought there was no way that I could ever survive here.
Make me proud.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
And I have to thank Dr. Phil. He gave me my granddaughter back.
Danny went from being this little tough girl to being just a normal kid. A lot of people didn't think she could do it, and she proved them all wrong. Just seeing her is amazing.
You have no evidence. You don't have a phone there. They don't have cameras there. Like, there's no evidence of none of this. And obviously all the staff is in on it, so they're not gonna snitch on each other. All you really have is the kids that are there. So a young lady, her name is Hannah, she recently spoke out. When she reported that she was assaulted, she was punished by staff. Coming in the middle of the night, they don't tell them where they're going, they just take them, they handcuff them, they put them in the car. It's basically like kidnapping. And you have to sit there for 3 days. They wouldn't let me lay down for nothing. Like, I was falling asleep and they were like, get up, get up. So I'm just sitting here like, this is gonna be really bad. They strip you from your whole personality. You have to act like just whoever they want you to act like. They take away like necessity privileges, like sleeping on a bed, eating good food, not being cold. Even though there was written rules, if a staff was angry at the moment, or if you just did something that they felt was bad, you would get your own punishment. Like, they would make up their own punishment for you. You walk in the arena for hours on end. You sit outside in the cold on the floor. You have to pick up piles in a wheelbarrow of horse shit, and they want big piles. So if you have to do 25 piles, you're really doing like 50 wheelbarrows. So while I was there, just a lot of crazy things happened. I seen a kid get held down for trying to leave. You're not supposed to touch the kids, but they had no problem doing that. It's just our word against the staff's word when you're there, because there's no witnesses, there's no cameras, you don't have a phone, there's none of that. That's why I was always so scared to speak out, because it's like, no one's gonna believe me.
Essentially, this ranch claims to like break down your soul of your child, and in turn, you'll have a good, obedient little slave kid. This is 100% a real place that Dr. Phil is associated with. He sent a ton of kids to this camp. Boot camp isn't like a new thing in today's society. Boot camp is finally being something that our eyes can like focus on and say like, whoa, 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 this isn't okay. I don't know if anybody like knows this movie, but Mila Kunis did this movie. Mila Kunis did this movie called Boot Camp, and in this movie it describes essentially the horrors of boot camp.
What is wrong with you?
What, 3 strikes and I'm out?
You ran out of strikes a long time ago.
So basically, I'm gonna break down the movie real quick. These people come in the middle of the night. They kidnap your children.
How could you do this to me? You're my parents. We're trying to help you, Danny.
Just like Bhad Bhabie describes. And then they chain you to a block by the ocean.
Where a broken spirit can be reborn.
You now count yourself as proud members of the Advanced Serenity Achievement Program.
You're all weak. I'm gonna educate you on how to be strong.
Oh my God, they're kidding.
So you have to like defecate on the block, and like your clothes get wet because of the tide rushing in. In the movie, I think like a kid like drowned maybe. I don't know. Watch the movie. It's crazy. So that movie kind of painted the picture in my head of like what boot camp is like, what these kind of places are like. So like when she talked about this, I kind of had a visual, exacerbated visual of what could be happening. She claimed she had to like walk in mud for days sometimes. She was sleep deprived, and it wasn't just her, but she is using her platform to kind of give power to someone else's statements who had previously come forward, which I think is fantastic. She gave Dr. Phil a deadline to apologize for this and to make amends in some way. And recently, Dr. Phil tried to escape the allegations by live tweeting RuPaul's Drag Race, which like, girl, same, but what? So apparently there's some kind of like new interview where Dr. Phil kind of avoids the allegations, says that he like doesn't know Bhad Bhabie. She reacted to this interview. I'm gonna react to her reaction. Before we dive into this reaction, leave a comment, like, if you like these kinds of videos. I don't know. The Philip interview. Philip.
Dr. Phil was questioned in an interview about the video, and he responded.
So Phil, I'm reading the New York Post this weekend. I open up this story about a teen rapper named Bhad Bhabie.
Bhad Bhabie.
Bhad Bhabie. She goes on there calling me by the wrong name. Bitch, your kids probably listen to me. Your kids probably know who I am. Your husband probably knows who I am. So why are you acting like you don't know who I am? Once again, Danielle has brought steam to somebody's talk show. Whoop-de-doo, hasn't done it before. Anyways,
her mom brought her on the show to say I can't handle her anymore. So here's that moment off your show.
And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yeah. Why would this be the only clip you show of me? Why don't you show me being nominated for a Billboard award?
I was laughing like they're funny. Why wouldn't they show the Cash Me Outside clip? I mean, to be fair, I bet the audience was a bunch of hoes.
Why don't you show me being youngest female rapper to hit Billboard? You know the shit I was hearing in the crowd? So for you to tell me I can't say something back to people who are saying something to me? Second of all, the fucking lady who runs the show said to me, oh, when you get up there, do whatever you feel like will make a good show. kick, scream, punch.
What else is there but some tough love?
Tough love at a fucking ranch? To me, I think tough love is like telling your kid no when they want something because you know it's better for them even if you know they really want it. Or not letting them do something that may be bad for them even though you know that they want to do it. Or telling them about themselves. That's tough love. Malnourishing, humiliating, screaming at, sleep depriving. That's not fucking tough love.
She says that the place that she was recommended to go was abusive to her.
Whoa.
Letters.
Okay, just gotta take a second here to agree. I mean, I was someone who was spanked. I don't think it's good for someone at all. Tough love is like a trigger word for me. The toughest love that I want to receive is private. No, but really, like, tough love, like, parents shouldn't be like tough love. I mean, I don't know. Sending your child away just doesn't seem like to a place like this. I mean, I know I've met some bad kids, but a lot of times the kids that like are acting out like that or who like have these kinds of issues are acting this way because they're not receiving some kind of love or something. To send your child who's clearly begging for help by acting out away and saying essentially with your actions that you don't want them around, that alone is like so fucked up. And then on top of that, to add the malnourishment, the abuse, I mean, the trauma that she must have and all of these children must have is insanity to me. And for these people to get up here on television and act like, oh, it's nothing, like she was just a crazy girl, she deserved it. It's like, no, she was a child, point blank. Like,
she says that the place that she was recommended to go was abusive to her, wouldn't let her sleep.
That's all I said was that they wouldn't let me sleep. That's the only accusation. I just said, oh yeah, and they wouldn't let me sleep. It was so bad. I seen a kid get held down for trying to leave, taken there against my will. It's basically like kidnapping. They strip you from your whole personality. One of the kids, he had tried to steal a car or something. Everyone was screaming on the walkies like it was really crazy, and he ended up killing one of the staff members. And she sets up her question like, oh, this is gonna be funny. Like it's a funny matter of him sending children, minors, to a fucking facility where they're getting abused.
She went to Turnabout 4 or 5 years ago, and if she had a bad experience, you know, obviously I would hate that. We'd be sorry about that.
This ranch is still listed on your website after a lawsuit about a murder, a lawsuit about sexual abuse, and a lawsuit about torture.
We're not involved in that. We don't have any feedback from them, so whatever happens once they're there, that's between them and the facility.
He just said he's not involved.
they're not involved. It's literally a place that they recommended. You know, I think Dr. Phil may have some holes in his brain.
I'm really trying to keep my composure, but these two are really not making it easy. My mother signed a consent of release of information to send progress reports directly from Turnabout to the Dr. Phil show. So when you say you don't have any fucking feedback from them, that is not true. So if you're saying you don't have any feedback, maybe you should be getting feedback about these places before you're just sending multiple people's fucking kids here. You're just trying to save your ass. That's all you're trying to do is save your ass. But there's too many stories and there's too many people behind this that you can't save your ass anymore.
I assumed she had a problem. She filed a complaint with the proper authorities or something 5 years ago. So I really don't know much about it.
You're also saying that when I was 13, I should have known how to file a complaint about a program. The only thing that made me comfortable was Hannah speaking out. So I'm gonna talk about it now. Someone needs to have her back. That's all it was.
I don't ask myself why you're the way you are. I ask myself why not, because if you look at their upbringing, and I'm not talking about this story, it was 5 years ago. I don't remember too much about it, but.
You don't remember nothing about the story? All my clips total on your YouTube channel got 160 million views. And that doesn't even include how much you made on the show itself or the reruns. So between syndication, YouTube views, and the show views, he's making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Damn. She came in with receipts. And mind you, he's making this hundreds of millions of dollars off of the reform of children. Lord only knows what some of these children who aren't as famous have gone through.
Turnabout Ranch, which is a very serious, responsible place for kids to go.
Torture, murder.
When you have a child like that who is incorrigible, I mean, I just watched that behavior and I thought, wow.
If you're sending multiple kids to facilities, you need to know what is going on there. Do you really not know what's going on here? Turnabout is still on their website. For you to be so hands-off about something, when people look up to you for advice, people go to you for advice, people email your show to get on it for help, for you to send their kids to these places, for you to be so, oh, well, I don't know, that's ridiculous.
This just, it doesn't feel okay. It just makes me sick. Like, I wish there was some kind of fun little funky bow I could throw on this bitch, but it's just kind of fucking disgusting, honestly. Why does society, like, torture children? I don't know. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know, man. I believe her. I know it can be like hard to grasp the information she's trying to spread, especially if you're not like a huge fan of hers. I wouldn't even classify myself as like a fan, but I like some of her songs. What she's doing right now with her platform is really kind of commendable, and I fully stand by her, and I think this ranch needs to be shut the fuck down. And those are my thoughts. Thoughts from a thought. I want to know what you think. Do you think boot camps should still be a way that we discipline children, essentially? Do you think Dr. Phil should still have a platform? Because I don't. That's just my tea, though. That's it for me today, y'all. Thanks for watching this reaction to Bhad Bhabie's reaction. And until next time, stay safe, stay sane, and remember to always stay golden. I forgot to put my hat on. I was gonna wear this hat for this video. Maybe it's for the best. It's cute though, right?